Hot takes. Every single Magic the Gathering player has them, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all the hot takes that I gathered from my Discord and Facebook communities. This should be a really fun one. Woo-hoo! Holy smokes, we're going to make some people mad. Anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's jump into this one. First hot takes, and we're starting with a doozy. There's nothing wrong with stacks, land destruction, infinites, and infect as long as they end the game quickly. The only time I ever get salty in a game is when I get mana screwed. What a hot take. Yeah, I agree with this actually though. I totally agree. You should not hate on the way that other people play the game. I agree with this other than the fact that there's a qualifier of it needs to end the game quickly. I disagree. At any point in the game, you can concede and move on to the next game. And I know in Commander, stacks aren't fun and counterspells aren't fun or whatever, and board wipes aren't fun. But at the end of the day, you can just scoop it up and play with another group. So I definitely agree with this very first hot take. All right, the next one is Primeval Titan should not be unbanned. And anyone saying it should is deluding themselves. Lands have only gotten better since its time, and it is extremely strong. I agree. There's no reason that Primeval Titan needs to be unbanned in Commander. It's ridiculously good. It's so good, and as this commenter says, lands have gotten better, so I definitely agree with that one. Next up, counters are a necessary part of the game, but some people really overdo it and make the game less fun for those around them. I agree with the first part, but I disagree with the second part. Listen, again, it comes back to being able to concede whenever you want. What happens whenever your opponent's about to combo off? Everybody at the commander table looks at the blue player and says, can you bail us out of this one? You're going to have a player at the commander table that is casting counter spells. You can't get salty when they do it to you. Here's the next one. It's about Pioneer. Veil of Summer would be fine in Pioneer. Thoughtseize is much more oppressive. Splinter Twin would be fine in Modern. Lorwyn needs a revisit. So a lot of hot takes in this one comment. Let's address them one at a time. Veil of Summer would be fine in Pioneer. That is a 1 mana Cryptic Commander. Are you kidding me? That card is busted in half. Thoughtseize is much more oppressive. No. Thoughtseize is great, no doubt about it, in Pioneer, but getting Thoughtseized on turn 1 versus getting Veil of Summered is... It's apples and oranges, and honestly, it's ridiculous. Don't even make that comparison. Splinter Twin would be fine in Modern. I actually do agree with that. I think they should unban Splinter Twin and see how it goes. I mean, we've got so many more egregious things, so many more free things in Modern. So yeah, I definitely agree. They should unban Splinter Twin, see how it goes. Only reason I would disagree with that is because just keep the meme going, right? Keep the unbanned Splinter Twin meme going. And then Lorwyn needs a revisit. Yeah, I would be okay with that. They could definitely go back to Lorwyn, and that's a really cool plane, and one that I think they could explore more. Next up, most of the cards on the Pioneer ban list would make the format more fun if they were unbanned. Holy smokes. Now, there are some cards on the banned list that I believe would be fine to unban, but as a whole, I disagree. Next up, we have ban Wrenn and 6, unban Bridge from Below. Wrenn and 6 does make it to where 1 toughness creatures are really hard to exist in Modern, but one of the best creatures, one of the most played creatures, is a 1 toughness creature in Ragavan. So I don't know. Been unbanned Bridge from Below? No, absolutely not. No way, no how. That card is cracked. Here's a super spicy take. Rotating cards out of competitive is just a plot to make people buy new sets, even when they suck, and make the game feel more like a commercial for the new set. Holy smokes. Well, I do think that you're kind of right. It is a way to get people to buy more cards. However, no, I don't think that overall it's a bad thing for competitive, and I overall disagree with this. It's a part of the game. We've been doing it. It's part of the reason why I think that Magic has lasted so long is rotation, and because there is a standard format. And you constantly have cards to get excited about. So, no, I don't agree with that hot take. Here's the one that really got to me. People play blue because they don't know how to win / interact with other colors. Whoo! Seems like a bronze take. Not a hot take, a bronze take. Blue is one of the most interactive colors in the color pie. And especially if you play it with counter spells and bounce spells, it's definitely one of the most interactive colors. So no, anybody that thinks like this, and I know there's a lot of people that think like this, so I might be upsetting some people. I don't care. You're wrong. You're wrong, and you're probably bad. Like, but yeah, blue is the most interactive color in my opinion. So I completely disagree with this. And this person clearly doesn't know what they're talking about. Here's another one that's gonna make a lot of people mad. They should expand the reserve list. I completely disagree. Oh my God, they should get rid of the reserve list. If anything, this is ridiculous. No, they should not expand the reserve list. That would make it even harder for people to play the game, harder to get the cards that they want for Commander. That is a ludicrous take. It's a very hot take, I will give you that, but no way, not a chance. That's crazy. Here's the next one. Fun is what you make the game of it. Don't listen to others. I agree with that. Do what you like. If you like playing aggressive decks, play aggressive decks. If you love playing huge, stompy mid-range piles that really don't do much, play that. If you like countering the spells and wrathing the board, do what makes you the most fun. Don't listen to others. Combo off, kill creatures, counter spells, kill your opponent with infed, destroy all the lands. I agree with this one. Next up, we have Arena's timer is fine. People are just impatient. I agree and disagree with this. The timer itself is fine. It is a general chess timer, and that's perfectly okay to me. What isn't okay to me is when you are playing a combo deck and the timer starts ticking down on your turn, even when you're making game actions. It is so annoying and just complete nonsense to have the timer go when you're making game actions. So I agree, they just need to tweak it to where when you are comboing off, if you're playing a combo deck on Arena, that it doesn't time you out even when you're making game action. That's so infuriating. Here's another one from the same person. Commander is by far the worst format for a new player to learn the game, and I totally agree. This game is amazing. I love Magic the Gathering. It's the best game on the planet, in my opinion, but a 4-player multiplayer format where you have a commander, another card zone, and the rules are kind of weird to where there's unwritten rules and you're not really trying to win the game, you're just trying to have fun. I personally believe you should play to win and leave the politics. You can learn how to play Commander. That's fine, but you should learn how to play 1v1 first, and you should try and play to the best of your ability every single time. I totally agree with this commenter's take because it's just not a good way to learn how to play the game, in my opinion. Next up, we have people like to complain about Alchemy because they don't like change. I totally agree. And admittedly, I was one of the people that used to complain about Alchemy all the time. However, I realized, hey, don't be a boomer. Embrace this new format. Embrace these cards. I totally agree. Alchemy's sweet. Historic is sweet. Commander Historic is awesome as well. So yeah, I totally agree. Overall, this person had some great take. Last up, and the last one I'm going to go through in this video is Force of Will should be legal in Modern. Woo! I agree. I agree. I think it's fine. The fact that we have the elementals, the free elementals, the pitch elementals, whatever you want to call them, solitude, subtlety, all those. I agree. I think we are at a point where Force of Will would be perfectly fine in Modern. Force of Negation just ain't what it used to be now that we have free creatures that do things in the Modern format. That is the video, everybody. If you have a hot take and you'd like to be in the next video, leave it down below or hit me up on Twitter at LastAlex over there. Make sure if you did enjoy this one to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Hit post notification bell icon, ring that thing. And if you want to join the Discord community, hit that up in the link in the description below. Other than that, if you want to support the content directly, head on over to patreon.com/LessAlex. I appreciate you all. Keep spreading that Azorius propaganda, and I will see you all in the next one.